Hey, fellow mathers! Before we get into this episode, we want to share with you how you can get access to free content, professional learning that will keep your students engaged and doing the math that matters. Get ready to go to this link, mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge.
That's right. Registration is open for the free Math is Figureoutable Challenge that's starting May 15th and runs to the 17th at 7 p.m. Central. We're going to have 3 nights jam-packed with learning and routines that you can take straight to your classroom.
In these challenges, we have a great time. We do some math, talk about classroom experiences, give away super cool bonuses and prizes. You won't just walk away with routines that are naturally engaging and encourage your students to think mathematically. You'll also have a chance to win over $6,000 worth in prizes, including a few virtual PD sessions for your school. I'll be joined by my wonderful co-host Kim and special guest Jenna Labe.
You can register at mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge for a fantastic learning experience. That's mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge. Now on to the show.
Hey, fellow mathematicians, welcome to the podcast where math is figure-outable. I'm Pam.
And I'm Kim.
And this episode is a Math Strat Chat episode where we chat about our math strategies. Because every Wednesday evening, I throw out a math problem on social media and people from around the world chat about the strategies they use and comment on each other's thinking.
Okay, so this week, Pam gave you 22 times 55. How do you want to solve this problem? Pause the podcast, solve it however you want, and then come back and hear how we're going to solve it. I'm already thinking about the problem, Pam.
All right, go for it. I'm going to let you go first. Because I got a couple things I could do, and so I'm going to let you do whatever you need to.
I'm going to go.
And by the way, I'm going to listen to you while you do your strategy.
I am a good listener. It's not a podcast. Okay, so 22 times 55. I'm seeing the 50 inside the 55, and I'm wanting to go 22 times 50. And I'm going to call that 1100 because I know 22 times 100 is 2200. So 22 times 50 is 1100.
Okay.
And since 22 times 50 is 1100, that means 22 times 5 is 110.
Nice. 5 is half a 10. I like it.
Mm-hmm. And so that means that I have 1100 and 110, which is 1210.
Super cool. I like it. Nice. Okay, what I'm going to do is I've got some 11 screaming at me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to factor 22 as 11 times 2 and factor 55 as 5 times 11. And I did those in a specific order because I wanted the 2 on my paper I have 11 times 2 times 5 times 11.
Yep.
Well, now the 2 times 5 are sitting next to each other. 2 times 5 is 10. So I end up with 11 times 11 times 10. So I can figure 11 times 11. I've done that a lot lately. And also using what you just did, I can think about 11 times 11 as 121. And then just multiply that by 10. And that's 1,210.
Nice. I love the factoring. It's great.
Hey, so another thing that I wanted to factor, I was thinking about that while you were solving yours. I thought maybe you were going to do 20 55s. In fact, if I can just do that, because I can't do, I'm going to think about 55s. You thought about 22s. I'm going to think about 55s.
Okay.
And I'm going to think about 2 of them. And 2 of them would be 110.
Yep.
And then 20 of them I can scale up from that, which is 1,100. And then I could add those 2 and the 20 together. It's interesting because I ended up with the same numbers.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, you had the 1100 and the 110, and I had the 110 and the 1100.
Yeah, and it's just together. Those same factors that you had just played around, right? So the 22 times 5 is the 2 times 11 times 5. So I had 22 times 5 in that way, 2 times 11 times 5. And you had 2 times 55 as 2 times 11 times 5. You just grouped the other ones. Factors are fun.
Nice. And they're more multiplicative, right? So it's kind of nice to play around with a multiplicative strategy for multiplication.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, everyone. We want to see your thinking. I wonder if you played with factors or something else. Represent your thinking. Take a picture of your work and screenshot it so that we can see it. Tell the world on social media. And while you're there, check out what other people did and comment on their thinking.
Yeah, and tag me and use the hashtag MathStratChat. And make sure you check out our next Math Strat Chat problem that we'll post Wednesdays around 7 p.m. Central Time, and then come back here to hear how we're thinking about the problem. We love having you as part of the Math is Figureoutable movement. Thanks for spreading the word that math is figureoutable. Thank you for listening and making math more figureoutable.
To learn even more, make sure you register for our free challenge at mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge. You are not going to want to miss the evenings of May 15th through 17th, starting at 7 p.m. Central.
Math teaching, go register now. That's mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge. Join us to make math more and more figureoutable. And if you can't join live, register and we'll send you access to the recordings. We'll see you there.